There are moments in deep space exploration when the universe behaves exactly as our equations predict, when everything unfolds according to the laws we have written into textbooks and trusted for generations. But then there are the rare, silent moments. Moments that do not simply challenge physics, but seem to bend it, distort it, and whisper back in ways that feel almost intentional. Voyager 1, the farthest human-made object ever built, has just experienced one of those moments. For nearly half a century, the spacecraft has drifted farther and farther from home, moving beyond the sun's magnetic influence, beyond the protective boundary of the heliosphere, into a region so hostile, so cold, and so saturated with cosmic radiation that no machine was ever expected to survive there. And yet, against every expectation, Voyager continues to speak. But this time, something seemed to speak back. It wasn't noise. It wasn't static. It wasn't plasma wave interference or lingering solar activity echoing through the void. It was structured, patterned, and responsive, a signal that behaved as though it were acknowledging Voyager's presence, or perhaps even examining it. If the universe were a vast ocean, Voyager would be a drifting message in a bottle. And what just happened out there feels as if something, or someone, found that bottle, opened it, and began writing back. Tonight, we unravel the story of how a 45-year-old spacecraft, powered by fading plutonium and ancient processes, may have encountered something that behaves like an advanced object, something beyond the boundaries of our solar system, beyond the predictions of modern physics, and far beyond anything NASA ever anticipated. Once you understand every stage of Voyager's extraordinary journey, from Jupiter's raging storms and Saturn's magnificent rings to Uranus's dramatic tilt, Neptune's powerful winds, and finally the endless interstellar void, you will begin to see why this new signal is not merely strange. It is deeply unsettling. Voyager 1 was never supposed to survive this long. When it launched in 1977, its mission was straightforward: reach Jupiter, continue to Saturn, transmit scientific data, capture photographs, and eventually drift into silence as its instruments gradually shut down. It was designed to be a visitor, not a survivor. But what happened next transformed a brief planetary tour into the longest-running exploration mission in human history. Equipped with only a 3.7-meter radio antenna, 16 hydrazine thrusters, and plutonium-powered radioisotope thermoelectric generators that lose power every year, Voyager 1 should have gone silent decades ago. Yet today, more than 155 astronomical units from the Sun, it remains alive, still transmitting, still listening. Its 11 scientific instruments were built for short-term planetary flybys, not for an endless voyage into the depths of interstellar space. Most of those instruments have already been switched off to conserve power, but the few that remain continue to reshape our understanding of the cosmos. The spacecraft carries no modern software, no artificial intelligence, and none of the advanced stabilization systems found on today's satellites. Its memory is smaller than the size of a single photograph stored on a modern smartphone. Yet its remarkable endurance, extraordinary precision, and uncanny ability to survive one dangerous region after another have made Voyager 1 humanity's most unlikely ambassador. Today, this aging spacecraft is more than just a scientific probe. It is our only set of eyes in a region of space humanity was never expected to reach, a place where even NASA has admitted it did not know what to expect, because nothing built by human hands had ever ventured there before. That is precisely why this new anomalous signal has drawn so much attention. Everything Voyager has taught us, from Jupiter's violent storms and Saturn's fascinating moons to Neptune's powerful winds and the very structure of the heliopause, prepared scientists to expect surprises. But nothing prepared anyone for this. Voyager's first true encounter with the unknown actually began at Jupiter, long before it entered interstellar space, long before it crossed plasma waves and magnetic boundaries. What it discovered there stunned the scientific community. The spacecraft observed storms larger than entire planets, lightning bolts 10 times more powerful than those on Earth, volcanic eruptions on Io blasting material hundreds of kilometers into space, and radiation belts so intense they nearly overwhelmed its instruments. Jupiter didn't simply reveal a dynamic world. It exposed levels of instability, energy, and phenomena that challenged many scientific predictions of the time. Hidden within that chaos, buried beneath swirling storms and electromagnetic turbulence, were strange pulses, subtle, faint signals that were almost impossible to detect. They did not match Jupiter's rotation, nor did they correspond to the expected fluctuations of its magnetosphere. At the time, Those anomalies were dismissed as instrument noise, data artifacts, or the result of incomplete scientific models. But today, in light of Voyager's newly reported signal, many engineers and researchers have returned to those archive transmissions with renewed interest. Perhaps Voyager's first encounter with the unknown did not occur in interstellar space at all. Perhaps it happened decades earlier, at Jupiter, where the universe first revealed that it was capable of producing patterns we simply did not understand. And if those mysterious signals were only a hint, then what Voyager appears to have detected more than 40 years later may represent the answer. Saturn marked Voyager 1's final planetary encounter, the last world it would ever see before being permanently launched toward the darkness of interstellar space. The flyby was breathtaking. Its rings revealed intricate wave patterns and gravitational resonances, while Titan's thick, smog-covered atmosphere concealed a mysterious landscape that would not be explored again for decades. But Saturn also marked a turning point. It was there that Voyager 1 entered a unique trajectory that no other spacecraft would ever follow, beginning its historic journey into the vast and unexplored frontier between the stars.